Hello.
Right. Thanks, Silesh, for that warm welcome. Am I audible? Can you all hear me? All right. Okay. So, what type of people are there in the audience? In which grades? What level of AI knowledge and all? Can I hear from the audience or any of the organizers?
Yeah, I am Anup.
Hi. Hi, Anu. Yeah.
Yeah, I am from Akkarepattu. It means, sorry, I am grade 10 and I am Tamil.
Right. So, what do you know about AI? To what level? Yeah,
Uh,
you say
it means AI means it is artificial intelligence which is trained on an LLM or large language model.
right,
That's that's level.
right. Okay, right. So I'll make certain assumptions and start this session. I think as per the initial introduction gave by Sailesh also, there can be people with different levels of
Recording
knowledge.
in progress.
So I'll try to pitch it in between, in the sense, assuming that there can be beginners as well as knowledgeable people, right? So let me share my screen, and I'm trying to do a couple of activities with you, but prior to that, I'll give a small introduction on AI. And the other thing I want to say is that I'm using free accounts for all these activities, so there can be limitations, but we'll see, we'll try to learn together to whatever level possible, right? So can you see my screen?
Yes.
Right. So artificial intelligence or AI is actually having a kind of a long history. Actually, history goes back to around 50 years from now. So the initial people who were behind this developing the artificial intelligence related tools and the R&D work, they wanted the computer to think and give me a sec. Let me open my laser pointer. They wanted to teach computers to think and learn like a human, right? So that is the beginning of AI. So can computers think and learn like a human as at now? So answer is yes and no, right? So it is evolving so fast. Right now, the computers cannot learn just like a human, but in certain areas, the computers or AI has started learning more than humans, right? Thanks to the large language models. Now, that is the main difference. Even though I said that even though AI has more than 50 years history, couple of years back with the invention of this chat GPT, there was a huge boom and AI became kind of a buzzword. And that large language model is kind of a key element. And generative AI is another term. So we'll try to understand some of these terms. And more than that, I want to share a couple of tools with you. You might be already knowing these things. And I want you to learn those tools for further learning various things. It can be even AI, And it can be even other things like general ICT programming, or even other subjects like science or whatever you like to learn, right? So the artificial intelligence also is somewhat related to coding, but it's different to traditional coding. So let's try to play a small video. If you can hear that, let me know. Otherwise, we'll have to do a small adjustment. So has anyone of you uh, know of hour of codes? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Uh, are you aware of this particular organization called Hour of Code?
No, sir.
All right. So Hour of Code is a non-charity organization which is actually funded by a couple of people, and even people like President Obama, Barack Obama, has participated in this Hour of Code related activities. And there, this particular video talks about the machine learning, one of the key aspects of artificial intelligence. They don't talk much about large language models, but this video will give kind of a introduction to this particular subject called AI, right? Let me know if you can hear the sound, because I have shared the screen with sound, but never know, you'll see. Can you hear the sound?
Yes, sir.
All right, okay. So we'll play this video and see.
My name is Ale Flores, and I'm a product manager at Alexa.
My name is Dr. Chelsea Haupt. I work at the Allen Institute for Artificial Intelligence, and I work on an AI-powered academic search engine. All around you, computers are making decisions, and those decisions affect your daily life. When you do an internet search or scroll through your newsfeed, computers decide what you see. Computers can already recognize your face and understand your voice, and soon they'll be driving cars and detecting diseases even better than humans. So how is any of this possible?
You may have heard about something called AI, or artificial intelligence. True artificial intelligence is decades away, but there's a type of AI called machine learning that is here today. It's a type of AI you probably interact with every day without even knowing it. And it has the opportunity to help us tackle some of the world's biggest challenges.
Machine learning is how computers recognize patterns and make decisions without being explicitly programmed. What's so exciting is that it's a completely different way to program a computer than what we've ever done before. With machine learning, instead of programming a computer step by step, you can program a computer to learn just like you learn, through trial and error and lots of practice.
Learning comes from experience, and that's true for machine learning too. In this case, experience means lots and lots of data. Machine learning can take in any kind of data, images, video, audio, or text, and begin to recognize patterns in that data. Once it learns to recognize patterns in the data, it can also learn to make predictions based on those patterns, like noticing the difference between an image of a car and an image of a bicycle.
AI and machine learning are playing a bigger and bigger role in society at large and shaping all of our futures. That's why it's so important to learn how it works with some hands-on experience. Remember, AI is like any tool. First you get the knowledge, then you get the power.
So what did you hear there? What did you learn?
About artificial.
About machine learning.
Yeah, mainly about machine learning. And so what is the main difference between the traditional way of doing programming and the way machines learn?
Machines learn from data.
Yeah, machines learn by using lots of data, right? So the more the data you have, the machines can learn better, right? So the large language models also is partly based on this learning through data, right? So we'll see, probably we may be able to build a small data model as well, but never know how long it will take, right? So this particular slides talk about some of the ways they are the AI is used in practical world. So you must be already familiar with these things like Google Maps and the YouTube recommendation. Self-driving cars, of course, is at the high end of the AI spectrum, detecting health issues and all. So how does AI can help to understand health issues? Now, with the knowledge that you have related to how computers learn, the detecting health issues is related to recognizing patterns, right? In the sense, you can train or teach the computer about different types of health issues, and you can show a lot of images. For example, if you want to identify possible cancer type of cells, you can feed in lot of images related to cancer patients, related to their cells in the pancreas or brain or different parts, and let computer identify different patterns. And so under the supervision of a specialized person, you can categorize those patterns. So when that happens, when a new type of images are given to the computer, the model can predict if there's a similar pattern. For example, if the computer can say whether it's related to cancer type of a situation or not. If it is related to a cancer, most probably what kind of a cancer that would be, right? So that kind of things can be done by AI fairly accurately. Now, when I do a couple of hands-on sessions, I'm not going to talk about health issues and all here, but in terms of education, I'll show you how we can use AI. And at the same time, you cannot 100% rely on AI as at now, because AI makes mistakes depending on the level of learning it has made, right? So the positive thing is that day by day, all the AI platforms are learning really, really fast, so that in next couple of years, the AI will most probably come to near perfection, right? Okay, so I might not be able to follow these some of these activities as it is. Instead of that, I'll switch into different presentation and different set of activities. Can you see different PowerPoint presentation now?
Yes, sir.
Right. So I hope you are already familiar with prompting, in the sense typing something in a large language model driven tool like ChatGPT and all, right? So to demonstrate my very first use case, right? I'll try to use this Pascal program. Anyone is familiar with Pascal? So sorry?
No, sir.
No, sir.
All right. Right, okay. So don't worry about that. Pascal is a very basic programming language. Now it's actually an obsolete kind of a programming language. But if some of you are there doing national syllabus O-level ICT, then you need to be familiar with the Pascal programming. So can you see my Google AI Studio prompting area?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now,
Yes.
even though you are not familiar with Pascal programming, you will be able to understand this particular part, right? Now, I have just copy paste a small Pascal program with a loop, right? And it is not actually running. So I can ask this AI tool a simple question. Why is my Pascal code given below is not working, right? So you are giving an image basically, and we'll see whether I can understand the problem. There seems to be an issue with your Pascal code. The main problem is that program, the name of the program should be program handling loops. So the first thing is not that important. The current code is using right line and all these are given, right? So the main problem was this: after ending the program, there should be a full stop and it wasn't there, right? So the Google AI Studio has corrected my program. Now look at this particular part. There you don't see a full stop after ending, right? And here it has corrected it. Not only this kind of very simple things, some complex programming issues also the AI can fix for you all. So if you are not familiar with programming, what kind of a thing which can use as an example where AI can help you? So can someone share a kind of a problem that you have recently experienced in terms of learning? Hello?
Uh, I have no idea about any problems, sir.
Right. So shall we take a different example where now there are so many AI tools. So the Google AI Studio or Gemini is one thing. Another thing is ChatGPT, and Claude AI is also another good AI tool for people who wants to learn, right? So assuming that how many of you are learning science as a subject? Right. So 3 participants have raised their hands as at now. We'll try to do a small illustration because the different AI tools are good at different things. Google AI Studio, when it comes to generating images, it uses actually kind of native images, which takes a lot of time. And there are limitations also. The quality is really good, but the pre-versions has a lot of limitations because it consumes a lot of resources, right? The good thing about Claude AI is when it comes to drawing images, it uses simple HTML so that those images are not very heavy, right? So now I'm trying to do a small exercise. Can you do an illustration to demonstrate photosynthesis? So you must have heard this term photosynthesis, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you do an illustration to demonstrate photosynthesis? This is for teaching, say, grade 8 students. I'm just arbitrarily put. This is for teaching grade 8 students. In their science subject, right? So more the information you are giving in your prompt. This is called a prompt, right? So when you are giving better level of information, the AI can give most appropriate answers for you. So the answer depends on the question. Can you do an illustration to demonstrate photosynthesis process? Right? This is for teaching grade 8 students in their science subjects. So we'll see. So hope you can see how Claude works, right? So don't worry about these HTML tags. We'll see whether it can draw an image related to photosynthesis. So there's something called start animation, and you'll see that the animation actually works. Right. So it has given a small illustration where the water is absorbed by the plant, and using the energy of sun, it does some chemical reaction and produce glucose. The image is not that great. Time to time, the AI models draw images in different way. But those who are familiar with the photosynthesis process Is this correct, the equation? Carbon dioxide plus H2O with the energy of light produces glucose, plus it emits the oxygen, right? So, and it describes how that particular process works. Light absorption, water update, carbon dioxide entry through the leaves, right? Chemical reaction, and the end product. So if you are not happy with this particular illustration, you can ask the AI to modify it. Say, you can say the parts of the plant is not clearly visible. Can you enhance that? Something like that. I'm not too sure whether that will work, but we can give a try. These are related to giving prompts. So in the advanced versions, it is called prompt engineering. Can you enhance the image of the plant, the trunk, branches, and leaves are not clearly visible, are not so prominent. So when it comes to this prompt engineering, you don't have to do things in one go, right? You can see the result of the first prompt and give a follow-up prompt to make some enhancements. Right? So the AI model is doing certain enhancements in the image based on what I have asked. It's trying to create so the final result is not that impressive, but it has put many leaves. The trunk is still missing, right? So I can give another try. Leaves should be so anyway, we are not trying to come up with a perfect illustration here. I just want to show you how you can give subsequent instructions or prompts to enhance on what we have done, right? Time to time, sometimes these AI models can give really impressive results, but in certain occasions, it does not give very impressive results. But when it comes to mathematical calculations and other things, AI is much more accurate, right? So when you start learning programming and all, rather than asking AI to generate code for you, you can try out your own coding. And when there's an issue with your coding, you can just copy paste it to AI tool and ask the help of AI tool to troubleshoot the problem. Right? So even though the Claude AI didn't give a solid image, so it has tried to do certain things, and this is how the AI works in practice, right? But the correction of the error of the Pascal code was 100% perfect, because I have write down this Pascal program myself, and I made this as a real mistake. So when I put this, the AI actually did the correction, and after that, when I ran it, it ran perfectly. So any of you have done little bit of programming, not exactly the Pascal. At least how many of you are familiar with this pseudocodes, flowcharts, algorithms, that kind of things? Right. So 3 participants have raised their hands. So this is a very four participants. So this is a very simple pseudocode for the people who are familiar with pseudocodes, right? So now this is actually a very simple loop where it prints from number 1 to number 4. But there can be scenarios where you find it difficult to understand what exactly that particular code or pseudocode is doing, so that you can get the help of AI. Now for this, I'll use Google AI Studio, right? So what does the below pseudo code do? Okay. We'll see the answer it gives. So the main thing I want to share with you is that you can use AI for learning, right? So you can learn together. You have a dedicated assistant for you, which is pretty much knowledgeable about many things, right? So we'll see, unless a timeout error comes, since I'm using the pre-account, it should give a very decent answer about this pseudocode or the algorithm. The pseudocode describes a do-while loop, right? Here's the breakdown of what it does. So n is initialized as a variable with the initial value of 1, right? So it gives 4 iterations. And iteration in the 5th iteration, the condition related to this do-while loop becomes false, so that it goes out from further repetitions and terminates, right? So the pseudocode will print the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4, each on a new line. And it says assuming print implies a new line, right? So I have used these AI tools to do many things, Arduino related activities, the coding related activities, AI related coding, and many clarifications and learning. So do you get an understanding on how we can use AI for learning? Now, I have not finished the different scenarios, But by looking at these three examples I have shared, did you learn anything? So I have minimized the participants window, so I cannot see exactly your reactions. So can someone speak out and say whether you have learned anything? Hello.
Yes.
What did you learn, San? Hello. What did you learn? So AI can be used for understanding certain things which human beings find it difficult. For example, in my earlier example, so we might not notice this missing full stop very clearly, right? That is the nature of human beings. But whereas AI tools, when it comes to AI tools, those are very sharp. So when AI models are properly trained on programming, they can identify bugs or issues very clearly. Any of you have used Arduino, IoT, Raspberry Pi, that kind of things, even smaller things like microbit controllers, that kind of things?
Yes, sir.
No, what you have done with Arduino or whatever, can you further elaborate? Can you describe what you have? Yeah, please go ahead.
Cars that we can control by apps and Bluetooth.
All right, cars which can be controlled by Bluetooth and what is the other part?
By apps and Wi-Fi.
All right. So have you designed those circuits, or have you used kind of the toys that are designed for learning purposes?
We have used the to- the kits that are for designed for learning purpose.
All right. So the car was already designed, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. Right. Now, anyone of you have done this little bit of uh, gadgets with the LEDs, Arduino boards, ESP32, that kind of things? So I do have Arduino board, but that is linked to another bigger board. So Python coding, line following robots, right? Line following robots. So Tinuja, so did you develop that, or and one is familiar with Python code and block-based coding, right? So I think someone is familiar with Python and others are familiar with block-based coding, means things like Scratch and all. So how many of you are familiar with Scratch?
Me.
Right. Right. Okay. Right. Now, for the benefit of people who are trying to do certain things with Arduino, IoT, that kind of things, I'll show you a small tool that is not exactly AI, but it uses AI. That is called Tinkercad. Right? Are you familiar with Tinkercad? So these are called simulators, right? So the advantage of these simulators is you don't need a ESP32s or Arduino boards. Give me a sec, I'll take out Arduino board, which I do have with me, right? So can you see this Arduino Uno R4 board?
Yes,
Can
sir.
see? All right. Right. Now, when you are doing this IoT or Arduino kind of applications, sometimes the chances are high that you make mistakes and those devices get damaged, right? So in that kind of scenarios, you can make use of these simulators, right? So I'm not going to do a big simulation project here, but try out these links, right? I'll share some of these in the chat so that you can try them out. This is Tinkercad, right? And I'll show you a small illustration which I have done. Yeah, Prasanga has done a IoT project with the ultrasonic sensors, Arduino board. And what exactly you have done, Prasanga?
Hello, sir.
Yeah. So I just saw an image which you have uploaded, which has ultrasonic sensors, a kind of Arduino board, if I'm not mistaken, and you are measuring something from a glass of water. What exactly that is doing?
Sir, a mopping robot.
Walking robot.
A mopping robot.
Mopping robot. Right, right. So you use ultrasound. So this the sensors to identifying dirt, and the robot actually is doing mopping, right?
Yes.
Right. What exactly the Arduino board is doing there?
It's to control it.
Controlling the movements.
Yes. It's Bluetooth control.
All right, right. Good. Right. Now, for the benefit of students who have not done that kind of fairly sophisticated projects, I'll show you how you can use Tinkercad. Now, first, I'll do a small simulation. So, are you familiar with these breadboards, batteries, the resistors, LEDs, that kind of
Yes,
things?
sir.
Right. So, how many of you have used Tinkercad for simulations?
Me.
Sorry. Right. So now here I have used a small, this is not a big circuit. I have used a breadboard. This is called a breadboard. So you can build build circuits using breadboards very easily because uh, these rows are connected in very systematic ways. For example, this plus and minus power lines are there, two power lines are there, and these dots are vertically connected, meaning now this particular cable, when you plug here, it goes via this resistor to the cathode of this LED, right? And you are supplying positive current to the anode of the LED. So you can drag and drop these different elements using Tinkercad and design a circuit. And the beauty of this is you can simulate the circuit. Now the LED is not lit up, right? So when I simulate, ideally, start simulation, right? Did you notice the LED got brightened up, right? So when I stop the simulation, it's stopping. Those who are familiar with Arduino and all can easily make this a blinking circuit, because using digital pins, you can send current and make a force and send the current again, so that a blinking effect will take place, right? So I just want to share a couple of tools with you. Now, the Tinkercad and all might be useful for those who are interested on Arduino, IoT, that kind of things. So I also saw some of you are familiar with Python related programming, right? So you can do many things using AI. So you can even ask AI tools to write Python codes for you, or else you can write a Python script, and when you have an error, you can ask AI to identify the error and fix it, or else you can put a Python code and ask AI to describe the functionality, right? So shall we use Google AI Studio to write a small Python script, right? So I can give that prompt. Write a Python code to accept. So I'm giving simple examples because with the limited timeline, we cannot do a lengthy exercise. Write a Python code to accept two numbers, sum them up, and display the total. So actually, just before this session was starting, I was trying out with this ESP32 CAM-based model. So I have done some applications for object detection. This particular small webcam, which is there in ESP32, can detect myself and my the spectacles. And I have done a small AI model for that and deployed it here, but I didn't use it for some time. And today, when I try to upload the code again to this ESP32, something went wrong. It gives a runtime error. Otherwise, I could have shown that as a. Now, the beauty is you don't need huge computing power to make use of AI models. There are tools like Edge Impulse, right? where you can create high quality AI models and convert them to a lighter version. And Edge Impulse has that facility. And after converting it to a lighter version, you can deploy it to these small gadgets like ESP32 microcontrollers, right? So this has a camera and it can do object detection, right? I'll try to come into that a little later if time permits. But my particular program is not working right now due to an error. Right, now it has written a small Python code, right? So it declares two variables and prompt the user to enter the numbers for those two variables. So number 1 and number 2 are the variables. And here it's asking you to enter the first number, you or whoever the user, and enter the second number. And in this line, it calculates the total as the sum of number 1 and number 2. And it displays the sum of number 1 and number 2 is total, right? And it describes how your program works also. All you can do is you can, right? And different people using different editors for writing Python codes. I'm using called source.
Recording in
Command line and
progress.
see. Of course, you can do this kind of things with Colab also, right? So the Google Colab provides a cloud environment to do this kind of things. So we'll see whether our program is there. So under Royal College, I have only one program, one Python program now, which I have just created. To run this, you have to say Python. So what is the link between Python and AI? The Python is the best programming language to write AI related things, right? So can you see the program is running? It's asking for the first number, right? Can you see it, children?
Yes, sir.
Right. So first number I have put as 45 and the second number 55. The sum of 45 and 55 is 100. Right? So you can make use of AI not only to run write programs. The best way is to use AI is not asking AI to run the program for yourself on behalf of you, but you can use it for troubleshooting different errors that you are getting, right? So that is one good way of using AI for your learning purposes. Now I have shown you couple of tools. For the beginners, the hour of code. Hour of code also I'll send the link so that you can, right? That is called code.org. So you can do a lot of beginner level coding using this code.org. So how to get it? Can someone put a test message in the chat? Right. So this code.org, which I have just shared in the chat, can be really useful. So that is one tool, the first tool that I have mentioned. So the Google AI Studio is another tool which you can use. The only thing you need to have a Google account for it. It's free of charge. Only I'm not too sure about your ages and all. If you have a email account, you can make use of this AI Studio, which is really good when it comes to AI related tasks, right? So the other tool I have already shared in the chat, that is Thinkercad, right? So probably the last tool which I like to share is called this Google Colab, right? So there you can write a lot of Python and AI related coding and even test them, right? So any one of you is familiar with TensorFlow? TensorFlow is little bit advanced for school children, but is anyone familiar with TensorFlow? That is a tool which you can use for building AI models.
No, sir.
Right. So you can self-learn some of these things. So it will tell you how exactly to build a AI model. But before coming to this the advanced coding related to TensorFlow using Google Colab, I'll try to show you a lighter version for building AI related apps. Have you used something called PictoBlocks? This is somewhat advanced than Scratch, right? So those who have done Scratch for your initial coding can use PictoBlocks for doing small AI related activities, right? So I also can't remember all these projects that I have done some time back. We'll see whether those programs are working. These are related to AI models. Now here what I have done is I have used I have used PictoBlocks to build a small AI model, right? So it can identify different hand movements like left, right, and turning back, and then do various gesture-based activities, right? So I'll try to show you a different one. Right. Anyway, I'll share this link also. The PictoBlocks, there are both online versions and the downloadable versions, right? So you can try this pictoblocks.ai also to do various AI related activities. Can someone put a test message so that I can share this link also with you all? Right. I have already got one. Pictoblocks.ai. And there are a lot of YouTube tutorials also where it shows how to make use of PictoBlocks to build AI related applications. The reason for me not to run that particular PictoBlocks, it takes a bit time because of the size of the models which I have built, right? So we'll see what else we can learn today. Now, Google Colab also, I'll just show you, but you may have to do some self-learning since the kind of example that I'm going to give is fairly complicated, right? Now, this is related to, this is what is called the Google Colab. So the beauty of this is you can run many Python and AI related coding online using PictoBlocks. For example, TensorFlow is kind of a model generating tool related to AI. So if you want to make use of TensorFlow within Google Colab, you need to import the TensorFlow, right? So it's a matter of typing a simple command like this, import TensorFlow as TF, and line by line, you can execute them in the Google Colab environment. So that is also free of charge, right? Right. So the right green mark here means it has successfully imported the TensorFlow into your working environment. Now here, it's about loading a data set, and this step also you can easily execute. And here you are going to train a data set, right? So when you are using TensorFlow, training a data model is really easy. So it's matter of giving certain parameters like this. So you are loading a set of images from this means data set. It's just a data set which has several types of images already built in, and you are training a AI model using these two simple TensorFlow commands. You are training X and Y data sets. And for testing and training, you are separating two different data items. I'll try to teach that little later on or in a subsequent day. Now, the model building also has happened, right? So you can check some of the functionalities of the model which I have just built using these commands, right? So it gives certain statistics related to the training. And now you can use of, if you cannot understand this entire thing, don't worry. I just want to show you certain things, right? Now, look at this part. So I have done in the data set, I have taken this I said is related to images. So I have identified t-shirts, trousers, coats, sandals, skirts, etc. by giving this command. And within the AI model that we have created, it has already identified these classes. And now in this step, you are giving some basic information related to the data model. And now you are training the data set. Same thing you can do with PictoBlocks also, but it's more user-friendly, but it might lack certain the high-end fine-tunings that you can do. Now look at this particular thing. Now this is one of the fundamental things related to building AI models, right? So this particular model is going on multiple iterations. Epochs 10 means it runs at least 10 times for all those images. Now, can you see the accuracy? The initial value of accuracy was 0.7. It became 0.8, and accuracy is gradually increasing, right? Look at the loss. The initial loss was 0.6, and the loss is getting reduced, right? So this is one of the fundamental things related to building AI models. More the data you have, the accuracy of the model is higher. The higher the number of iterations you made when it comes to training the data set, then also the accuracy is going up, right? So the overall accuracy percentage is 87%. So that means it's pretty good. Now what I'm doing is I'm putting a test image and asking the AI model to guess what that image is, right? Right. So it predicts the particular image as a ankle boot with close to 80% accuracy, right? So this is how you develop AI models. Now, if you have not understood this particular program, don't worry because it's a little bit advanced. So what you can do for the moment is you can start with PictoBlocks to build AI models. There are enough YouTube tutorials for you to self-learn, and you can easily build some AI tools. The same concepts are used in these PictoBlocks kind of AI tools, when it comes to building AI models, right? The same thing which I have done using TensorFlow, which is a professional version of professional version used to develop AI models. You can do similar things using PictoBlocks, right? In a more kids-friendly way. So I have showed you several AI-related tools and platforms. Since you are not familiar with number systems, logic gates and all, I'm not going to do that. And this part may be interesting for you. Any of you have used HTML? Yeah, I see one hand. Yes, yes. So what you have done with HTML? Right? So Claude AI tool, which I have already showed you, is good at developing HTML pages. Now look at the prompt which I have given. Can you create a HTML page with a separate cascaded style sheet? If you don't know about the cascaded style sheets, don't worry that much, right? So I'm going to ask Claude to do a small HTML page to display my ICT and mathematics marks. Make the foundation of a web page, right? Okay, right? So this page should display my ICT and mathematics marks in a table format. I got 90 marks for ICT and 80 marks for mathematics. The page should also have a hyperlink to our school website, right? So we'll see whether the Claude can design a HTML page. This will have better accuracy than the earlier instance. Can you see it has auto-suggested titles and all? My academic results, the subject marks, ICT 90, mathematics 80. You can see the code to see it. So I have asked to have a hyperlink to the Royal College website. It has done that as well. So when you click on that, it goes to your website, right? So AI can do wonderful things. So if it is not giving the cascaded style sheet as a separate file, you can ask again to do it. And before winding up today's session, I'll show you a small Python program which I have done a year ago, which make use of some AI capabilities, right? Give me a minute. So this runs on my local computer. Actually, in this program also, the idea and some troubleshooting was done by AI, and I also did a couple of enhancements and fine tunings. The idea was partly mine. The other part belongs to the AI. So the good thing is AI can work along with you. Now I'm going to do something interesting. But before running this Python program, I need to have some sound coming out from one of the applications. So a lot of political things are there. So I'll try to find a song.
Well, hey, this is Dolly, in case you didn't recognize me, and I am so excited.
Can you see the volume of that? Can you hear the sound of that?
Yes, sir.
Right. So I'm going to my Python execution environment in the local machine and try to run a YouTube song, and let's see what happens. I think my computer has too much things loaded. See, I close this TensorFlow first. Not TensorFlow, the blocks I need to close. Why is that? Let me give a try. I think should be something related to using too much memory. I'll give another try. Oh, sorry, it's not working due to something. If I restart the computer, it will definitely work. Only thing, if I restart, we have to do this again. Let me see whether I can show you a different example. It was working even today. In another school, I have demonstrated that. But private. Can you see something on the screen?
Yes, sir.
What can you see? Can you hear a sound as well?
No, sir.
No, sir.
You might hear a beep sound.
Yes, sir.
Right. So what is happening here? Can someone say what this program is doing?
Making a AI generated
AI generated?
video.
No, no. This is a normal video, but there I have used something called the Google face mask. Can you see this, the mask kind of a thing which appears on the person's face,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So
Yes,
video
sir.
is a normal video, but I have done a Python program which monitors the eyes of the driver, right? So when these eyes are getting closer to close, that means when he feels sleepy, so the message, it prompt messages and sounds a buzzer as well, right? So isn't that useful to have this kind of applications in your cars?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can easily do this kind of applications. We'll see my other Python program is also working. So we'll stop this in 5 minutes. I'll give another try to make this other application running and show it to you. Yeah, I think since I have run this TensorFlow application also, it's getting flashed. So there what happens is I'm making my, even though it's not working, I'm making my, the finger movements to control the volume of the sound of the computer, right? It really works. If I restart this computer, it will work. Only thing, if I restart, you have to join again. So it will be a cumbersome process. Right. So hope you have learned something. And do you have any questions before we wind up the session?
No, sir.
Right. Okay, then thank you very much for your participation. So you can make use of the tools which I have shared with you for further learning certain things, right? And use it for your educational purposes. Okay,
Yes, sir.
thank you then. Hi. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.